Hi guys, today is 26th of March, of May, I'm sorry. And I'm on sick leave because I still have fever, but I've been sleeping all day and I feel so bored and lazy, and that's not healthy. So from now on, every time I have a free time, I will constantly posting on my YouTube page for my self journey. Um, for the people who's watching, thank you so much for your time. First of all, I'm not trying to flex anything. I'm just trying to remind myself that I'm doing the work, and maybe some support would be appreciated. But also, if I can be an instrument for people who has the same situation as I am, I'll I gladly accept this role to help not just myself but also others, And today I'm gonna read this book, If We Were Villains by ML Rio, because I've never finished it. It's a thriller book, and I'm gonna read it out loud just because I'm starting to forget English, as you can tell right now. I also have an accent because I'm a Filipino, and I've been living here in Milan for almost 14 years now, and I'm starting to forget how to speak it. And in fact, I'm also having trouble understanding some of the words. So I'm gonna copy one of the famous YouTuber, Kai Sinat, who has a second page right now, who's doing the exact same thing to improve his figure of speech, to learn more words and be more confident when he's talking with somebody or with a group of audience. Basically, in his channel, second channel, he's reading a book 10 minutes per day, out loud, just to gain more confidence and learn more words, and like I said, improve his vocabulary. I'm gonna do the same, but I'm not gonna do 10 minutes. I'm gonna probably do like 7 or 8, and let's get started. So gonna put I'm gonna put 7 minutes. I also put some lo-fi music, and let's go. Act 1. Prologue. I sit with my wrist cuffed to the table and I think, but that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house. I could a tale unfold whose lightest words would harrow up thy soul. The guard stands by the door, watching me like he's waiting for something to happen. Enter Joseph Colborne. He is a graying man now, almost 50. It's a surprise every few weeks to see how much he's aged, and he's aged a little more every few weeks for 10 years. He sits across from me, holds his hands, and says, "Oliver." "Joe, heard the hearing went your way. Congratulations." "I'd thank you if I thought you meant it. You know I don't think you belong in here. That doesn't mean you think I'm innocent." "No." He sighs, checked his watch, the same one he's worn since we met, as if I'm boring him. "So why are you here?" I ask. "Same fortnightly reason." His eyebrows make a flat back line. "You would say fucking fortnight. You can take the boy out of the tier," or something like that. He shakes his head simultaneously, amused and annoyed. "Well?" I say. "Well what?" "The gallows does well, but how does it well?" "It does well to those that do well," I reply, determined to deserve his annoyance. Why are you here? You should know by now I'm not going to sell you anything." "Actually," he says, "this time I think I might be able to change your mind." I sit up straighter in my chair. "How?" "I'm leaving the force, sold out, took a job in private security, got my kids' education to think about." For a moment I simply stare at him. "Colborne, I always imagined, would have to put down like a savage old dog before he'd leave the ship, the ship's office, chief, the chief's office. How's that supposed to proceed, may I ask? Anything you say will be strictly off the record. Then why bother? He sighs again, and all the lines of his face stiffen. Oliver, I don't care about doing out punishment. Not anymore. Someone served the time, and we rarely get that much satisfaction in our line of work. But I don't want to hang up my head and waste the next 10 years wondering what really happened 10 years ago. I say nothing at first. I like the idea, but don't trust it. I glance around at the grim cinder blocks, the tiny black video cameras that peer down from every corner, the guard with his jutting underbite. I close my eyes, inhale deeply, and imagine the freshness of Illinois springtime. What it will be like to step outside after gasping on the stale prison air for a third of my life. When I exhale, I open my eyes and Colburn is watching me closely. I don't know, I say. I'm getting out of here, one way or the other. I don't want to risk coming back. Seems safer to let sleeping dogs die. His finger drummed restlessly off the table. Tell me something, he says. Do you ever lie in your cell? Do you ever lie in your cell staring up at the ceiling, wondering how you went up in here, and you can't sleep because you can't stop thinking about that day? Every night, I say, without sarcasm. But here's the difference, Joe. For you, it was just one day, then business as usual. For us, it was one day and every single day that came after. I lean forward on my elbows so my face is only a few inches from his, so he hears every word, and when I lower my voice, it must eat you, he hears every word when I lower my voice. It must eat you alive, not knowing who, not knowing how, not knowing why, but you didn't know him. He wears a strange, queasy expression now, as if I've become unspeakably ugly and awful to look at. You kept your secrets all this time, he says. It would drive anyone else crazy. Why do it? I wanted to. Do you still? My heart feels heavy in my chest. Secrets carry weight like lead. I lean back. The guard watches impassively, as if we're two strangers talking in another language. Our conversation distant and insignificant. I think of the others. Once upon a time, us. We did wicked things, but they were necessary too, or so it seemed. Looking back, years later, I'm not so sure they were, and now I wonder. Could I repeat it all to Colborne? The little twists and turns and final exodus? I study his blank open face, the gray eyes winged now by crow's feet, but clear and bright as they have always been. All right, I say. I'll tell you a story, but you have to understand a few things. Colborne is motionless. I'm listening. First, I'll start talking after I get out of here, not before. Second, this can't come back to me or anyone else. No double jeopardy. No double jeopardy. And last, it's not an apology. Jeopardy? Okay. I wait for some response from him, a nod or a word, but he only blinks at me, silent and stoic as a saint. Well, Joe, I said, can you live with that? He gives me a cold sliver of smile. Yes, I think I can. Scene 1. The time, September 1997. My fourth and final year at Delshire Classical Conservatory. The place, Broadwater, Illinois. A small town of almost no consequence. It had been a warm outing so far. Enter the players. There were 7 of us then. 7 bright young things with wide, precious futures ahead of us, though we saw no farther than the books in front of our faces. We were always surrounded by books and words and poetry, all the fierce passion of the word bound in leather and vellum. The castle library was an airy octagonal room, walled with bookshelves crowded with sumptuous old furniture, and kept drowsily warm by a monumental fireplace that burned almost constantly, regardless of the temperature outside. The clock on the mantel struck 12, and we stirred one by one, like 7 statues coming to life. "'Tis now dead midnight," Richard said. He sat in the largest armchair like it was a throne, long legs outstretched, feet propped up on the grate. 3 years of playing kings and okay, that's that. So I stopped at page 13. I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. I started this late because I was sleeping the whole time. I'm on sick. I'm not 100% okay, but at least I can read. And if you if I didn't bore you, you probably heard that some of the words are hard for me to read, just because I don't know what it means, or maybe I forgot, or maybe both. So yeah, it's weird reading out loud. Um, the last time I read out loud was probably when I was at school, to memorize things when I was studying. So yeah, this feels good. Hopefully I can keep the discipline and the consistency on doing it and finish this book, as a reminder for myself that small wins are important. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I will do my best to do not just reading, but also other things. Probably exercising and eating healthy, because my colleagues at work, my friends, they know I'm not eating healthy, and I'm not getting younger. And if I need to improve myself, I need to change my lifestyle. I need to change my mindset, and not just say it by words, but do it practically. And these videos will help me remind myself, and hopefully someone, that if I can do it, everybody can do it. But especially for me, it's so easy like that to reset time and time again and destroy all the efforts that I've been doing. And with that, I'll just torture myself because I want results, but I'm not doing the work. And I don't want that anymore. I want to be happy, truly happy. Not just by being with someone, but I want to be mentally happy, physically happy. I want to be better. So I will do my best. And this is the first video where, if I'm starting to doubt myself, I will look in this video and say that I did the step. Now we need to do the progression. Thank you so much for watching. Jude, this is a message for myself. Jude Victor Balmes. Go fucking do it.